Well, good morning, everybody. We're back out here on the clearing job. Got all my ashes and stuff buried yesterday. I'll walk out there and show you guys. Oh, start this track. But left the throttle turned all the way up. That's wonderful. But anyway, got all these ashes. Dug me a big hole here. We actually need to bring this road up. You probably can't see it on camera. There's a big dip in the road. So we're gonna take all of this dirt and fill that road in, then they're gonna rock it. So it's gonna work out pretty good. We got a pretty low spot right here. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. But I got rid of that burn pile yesterday, pushed all the ashes in here, got the loader absolutely disgusting. But this morning I'm gonna come about right here, dig me another burn pit long ways here, and push all these roots and stuff into this pile, in this pit here. Spread all the dirt out into the road. They'll rock it and do whatever they want to do with it, and everything will be peachy. But yeah, I'm gonna get this track, let it warm up just a minute, and we'll get to digging this burn pit, put this job to bed here today, hopefully. Alrighty, I'm set up here. I'm gonna scratch a little bit of this topsoil off, just in case I need a little something to try and fix something back with. I don't have to dig that big of a hole here. There's not that much more to get rid of, but all right. So now I'm just gonna take this red dirt, a little bit of subsoil, not much, and then it gets into some really good clay. And I'm just gonna throw it out there in the road, and then when we get done, we'll blade it and push it down into the road, walk it in with a loader, and it'll be right tight. Give them a good base to put their gravel or whatever they like to do. This is incredible red clay. I mean, just incredible stuff. Rock down there. We'll see how much deeper I can get it. Probably not much. I'll just leave it there. It's about, I don't know, 5 foot deep. So that's good enough for now. We don't have a ton of stuff left to bury up here. Just got a little bit of ashes to contend with in the back. And then I gotta grade all that out in the back with a dozer. Knock down all those dirt piles. And then this job will be a wrap. Well, that last dirt job we were on, we would have paid good money for, the owner would have paid good money for this clay. That's good stuff. Looks like it's got a little bit of moisture in it. It'd still probably do alright, but it's weird. Some places the dirt's dry as a bone, all the way down to the hard pan, and then some places it gets like this where it's, you know, decently dry up on top, and then the deeper you get, the more moisture the dirt gets in it. Yeah, it's starting to not want to come out of the bucket. That's a telltale sign that moisture content's pretty high. Which it don't matter here, but square this hole up, and I should be able to get all that stuff piled in this hole. It's always a guessing game when you're getting rid of roots and just topsoil junk that you can't spread it out. So it's got too much junk in it. It's not worth picking through, so you just end up digging a hole and burying it. Oh, in 5-10 years, it'll be some of the best topsoil you've ever seen. It'll rot. It'll turn into some really good dirt. But right now, it ain't worth nothing. Oh, I mean, you could screen it if you really wanted to. Scoop here, and let's see if we dug our hole big enough. You can always dig another hole. Alright, let's go over there. Start grabbing this stuff and tossing it in the hole here. don't think I dug a big enough hole. Gotta get some air on in here. It's starting to get stuffy already. Jumped in the loader and probably done this, but I've got to take the track out to the back of the property anyway and clean all those ashes up. So I'll just stay in the track out. It's not that big a deal. It would have been a little bit faster using the loader, but this worked out fine. Dress everything up with a dozer. So get it raked in here somewhat flat. We're walking in, cover it up with a little bit of good dirt, and that'll be it. Get that log down there at the bottom. Aggravating about it sometimes is you end up with some stragglers up on top that somehow just end up making their way to the top. That's what happens when you push, especially when you're using the track hoe. The dirt will fall down and the sticks will kind of come up to the top. We'll mash it in one good time with the track hoe. Track hoe weighs about 55,000, so it'll put a good mash on it. Here's your feet, here's your feet. There's some track hoes I don't like using my feet. Like minis. It's too hard for me to use my feet because I'm so tall. I'm 6'7". So hydraulics don't work that well. It's not designed that well to multi-function. So, all right, guys, that's this one pretty much knocked out. I'll come back up here when I get done in the back and finish grade all this. But I'm gonna head to the back, clean up my burn pile back there, get all the track hoe work done back there, come up front, either get the dozer or the loader, clean all this up, then head to the back, clean all that up, and then that'll be a wrap on this job. Alrighty folks, I'm on the dozer now. I didn't get any video of me roughing this in with the loader this morning. I was in a hurry, and I, to be completely honest, I forgot to turn the camera on. But I had some big old piles of red dirt where I had to dig some borrow pits. Unfortunately, I didn't have anywhere to go with the dirt that I borrowed, so I had to spread it out on top of the ground. So basically all I did was, you guys didn't miss much. I took the loader and stripped off all the topsoil out of this area and piled it over here to my right. That way when I'm just going to blade this down a little better, a little smoother. And that way they'll have a good stand of grass here. I didn't want to leave them with just a pile of red mud and rock. It's not going to be a front yard, but I imagine they're going to come in here and probably try and sow this like a food plot, sow this in turnips or whatever, collard greens, stuff like that for the deer to eat. So we try to help them out if we can. I got it pretty dang good with the loader. Just want to fix it a little better with this dozer before I cover it all up with topsoil. Just going to rough this in a little better. And we'll start spreading the topsoil. All that over there is perfectly fine. I'll blend this in down here at the bottom a little better real quick. We'll start up top and we'll start putting this bad boy to bed. We got the front all done. Dad was dozing up front while I was back here, so he got all that done. And I dug him another hole this morning. Got all the roots and junk buried that were left over from yesterday. This is really the only problem area right here. Just got to feather this in a little better. Get rid of those pine trees. My dirt kind of spilled over into the woods when I piled it, so I've been battling with that all morning, trying to get it cleaned up, gathered up out of the woods. That was my fault. I couldn't hardly see what I was doing. Oh, I don't really want to drag that down the side of the machine, but I guess I'm going to. Just going to take these little trees and push them in the woods. What the customer wanted originally was to push all the dang brush into the woods, and we were like, you're gonna have so much brush, the dang deer ain't even gonna be able to get through here. It'll be so thick they won't be able to walk through it. So he elected to burn 90% of it anyway. Push these little pine saplings over here in the woods, get them out of the way. take them over. But other than that, everything's going good. It's just about got this project wrapped up. Just gotta start cleaning up our mess now. That's sort of what happens when you got a lot of clearing going on. You'll just, for some reason, you just end up making more of this than you mean to. Especially in like tight access like this. You're out in a 50-acre site. You got all the room in the world to do whatever you need to do, but when access is tight, like it was back here, it makes things a little more challenging. So we're getting it. Trying to clean up this wood line here. Try not to get down into my old burn pile there. Try to push that down all together. I flicked this log up 6 times. Cover it up, and I'll come back to here doing something, and I'll flick it back out of the ground. It's probably nuts. Push it over here. I mean, all in all, it doesn't look too bad. It'll look really good when I get done. But you just, I'm not that good on a track loader. I can dig basements and dig on grade, but when it comes to doing a lot of grading work with the loader, I just prefer to use a bulldozer. I can get such a better finished product with a bulldozer. It's just a lot easier for me. I know there's guys, some people probably in the comments that prefer to grade with a loader over a bulldozer, but not me. Oh, don't you start that. Not where this dang rain came from. That's not good. I need to get this topsoil spread ASAP, or I'm going to get into a pickle here. Good enough. It 2 or 3 inches deep. That's really all the topsoil I have. I can strip some more from that hallway if I need to. this topsoil's gonna have quite a bit of roots and stuff in it, but I thought it was better than leaving it just this rocky, nasty red clay. So gravity to your advantage, your dozer gets about 3 sizes bigger than it actually is. Downhill, it's kind of cool. Makes my job easy. Pushing about half of what a D8 can push. If I'm pushing it downhill. Flat out pouring rain. Well, we may not get done with this project today. The way it's raining, it's gonna make it hard to finish and make anything look worth a dang. Y'all can't even see out of that window. Now you really can't see because the damn windshield wiper fell off. Shit! Turn that off. So here, I'll switch you guys to the other window that ain't dirty as hell. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. I'm trying, folks. radio was on. Maybe I could have used that footage. Got my earplugs in. I think the only thing that's saving me is this topsoil was really dry. It had zero moisture in it when I cut it out, so well, I wouldn't say zero, but it was dry. It ain't dry no more. I'm gonna try and get this finished up here, and I'll turn this camera back on and close this video out when I get done, if I get done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to end the video this way, but it is absolutely coming a torrential downpour, and it is very muddy. But it ain't my best work, but it turned into mud, so I didn't really have much of a choice. So I just did what I could. I'll have to come back and fix it next week sometime when it dries up, but wanted to put a note on this video and end this thing in a good way, but sometimes Mother Nature has other plans. So, but there it is. It's roughed in decent for now. Whenever it dries up, I'll clip it out again. It actually doesn't look that bad on camera, but it's not good. But I appreciate everybody watching. I'll try to get this one out this afternoon or probably tomorrow. I think I'm a video behind actually editing. So, but anyway, I appreciate everybody watching, and y'all stay tuned for the next one.